An organization dedicated to serving women here in the Bay Area and empowering them both personally and professionally. Here to tell us more about their Evolve conference is founder and executive director of Soul Sisters, Dr. Christine Coleman. Dr. Christine, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
here
you
today.
for having me.
Yes, so excited to talk about Soul Sisters. Love that it's local here to the Bay Area.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about this nonprofit.
Yeah, so Soul Sisters really is a birth of a passion of mine. I started off as a therapist in the Mission District of San Francisco, seeing a lot of discrepancies, stigmas around mental health, especially among the girls and women that I served. And so I really wanted to find a way to serve, empower women with leadership skills as well as mental health support. And so Soul Sisters came about and has been a grassroots organization ever since.
Love that it's a passion project
That's
of
right.
yours that has grown so deeply.
That's right.
And as a doctor, what kind of work kind of went into this to create Soul Sisters for so many women out there?
Absolutely. So we've had an amazing, phenomenal board, committee members, just general volunteers who've really poured into this. We could not do it without them, particularly the support of other mental health professionals, other women who have served as mentors who take up corporate roles and different roles that are across professions that have really helped us understand how do we get women to evolve in their professional lives, but also know how do we take care of ourselves, because as women, whether we come from low income statuses or even just the highest ranks in this world that we live in, we all need mental health support. We all need community and sisterhood. And so our work really does have to do with bridging the gap between societal barriers that often keep us apart, creating unity among women, and also knowing about what keeps us separate and how do we help heal and make those situations better.
That is so amazing too. Such beautiful work, the foundation that you've laid for so many women to participate in all of these activities that help, like you said, bridge that gap. But what are some of the workshops and maybe programs that people can take place in or take part in to, you know, enjoy Soul Sisters and come together?
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, we have this incredible Evolve conference. It's a celebration of our 10 years. For the last 3 years, we have been quiet, rebranding, re-strategizing with our board. Prior to that, we've held a variety of conferences and workshops having to do with mental health, professional development, physical health. We had a Share the Health Festival. And so now that we're getting back into the swing of things with the Evolve conference, we hope to provide even more workshops and services to women who need it and don't have the resources for it. And what's really cool about our organization is that we also have women who are mentors, leaders, again, hold maybe some higher ranks according to society's standards, but still need community support, still are seeking out sisterhood. And so it's a really beautiful way to bring together women across different socioeconomic statuses and lifestyles, but to bring us together. And so we have those coming up after our Evolve conference.
So exciting. And we're going to get to the Evolve conference in just a bit. But as the founder, what have you seen in reactions from women who have participated in some of these workshops and these programs that Soul Sisters offers?
Yeah, I mean, the women we serve directly, who are mainly our clients, have definitely seen just a really beautiful sense of confidence emerge, especially from, again, traumatic backgrounds. Some women we've served have come from transitions out of incarceration to transitions out of domestic violence, teen pregnancies, and really felt that they didn't have a second chance. And so to be able to be seen and served in such an intimate way through makeovers, through art, through healing workshops, through moving your bodies and feeling positive about the way that your appearance looks and beyond, right, to the heart as well. It's not just all about appearance. We know that there is tremendous evolution that takes place, and that's really what we want to see. And I also just want to add that our volunteers also share so much. I can't believe it. They share so many positive things about their experience of serving with us as well.
Oh, that's amazing. So also the volunteers just really share in that memory making and that experience as a whole. Oh, it sounds so amazing.
Thank you.
And Dr. Christine, I have to ask, why mental and physical health in terms of those being a real center point for some of the workshops that you create?
That's a really great question. Well, I'm a mental health professional, and I really truly believe in the power and necessity of mental health. But we also know there are a lot of ways that we can empower ourselves, heal ourselves, and I believe that mental health, the arts, and also even being empowered through the work that we do, because women, we love our careers. We want to see ourselves thrive in all those areas. We really do believe in taking a holistic approach to our health and lifestyles.
Well, let's get into the Evolve conference.
Okay.
I'm very excited about this, and I know it's coming soon. Tell us what it's all about and what people can expect if they show up.
Thank you. Well, it really is our relaunch, reintroducing ourselves, and also saying thank you for the last 10 years. Again, everything with Soul Sisters to date has been volunteer-led, women-led predominantly. We could not do it without our community. And so the Evolve Conference is a celebration of our 10 years, and we're going to do that with style, with grace, and a lot of community and sisterhood. The energy is going to be phenomenal. We're going to have a lineup of guest speakers, including Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. We're so excited to have her. She's going to share about her mental health journey through being a star, as well as what her tools and tips have been to help her get out of some forms of depression and other types of challenges that she's faced. We're going to have a silent auction, a beautiful brunch, networking, and so much more.
And why was Michelle such a good choice as the keynote speaker for the Evolve conference?
Absolutely. Michelle has been very vocal about her advocacy for mental health, and we thought, wow, what a phenomenal leader in this world. She's gone through a lot. She's faced ups and downs throughout her career. She believes in mental health, and she is a perfect fit for this program.
So if people want to get involved in the conference, I know it's coming up soon.
It is August 12th.
Yes, please tell us all the details. How can they get involved?
Absolutely. So our conference will happen on August 12th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Square headquarters here in Uptown Oakland, not too far from us. And the way you can get involved is by following us on Soul, S-O-L, Sisters.org on Instagram. You can go to our website, same thing, soulsisters.org, and also find out all about the details on our website.
And Dr. Christine, one more before I let you go.
Okay.
What do you hope people take away from not only the conference, but Soul Sisters as a whole?
Oh, that's a really great question. I really do believe that there's so much power among us. Even though we celebrate our differences, there's also so much good commonalities across us that we can be so much better if we continue to grow together.
Wonderful. Dr. Christine, thank you so much for the work you're doing
you,
in
Olivia.
Soul Sisters and joining us here today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of course.